Welcome to a special new Dairy Foods video with Serby Martin, VP of Greek Yogurt and Functional Nutrition at Danone, who is going to talk about a special campaign Oikos will be premiering at the big game that the company just announced. Serby spent 6 years at PepsiCo, where she held both global and North American strategy, commercial, and innovation roles with a focus on portfolio transformation. And earlier in her career, she was a management consultant at Booz and Company, worked at a marketing agency and the luxury jewelry sector as well. Serby received her MBA from the Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern University and her BA with highest honors from Emory University. Serby, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Brian, and I appreciate the kind introduction.
Oh, of course, of course. Definitely wanted to bring that up. How many great things you've done in your career. Uh, we're, we're here talking about. I'm sure you're gearing up for the big game yourself. I'm sure. So,
Oh yeah, we're excited.
so you're excited about that. Can you tell us what Oikos will promote during the game? What inspired the ad, and why you selected Deion Sanders? I thought that's really cool. You have Deion Sanders and his family there. So, I mean, I remember him back in the day playing. So, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so thanks for the questions. I'll start with what we're promoting or doing this year for game day. This year, we're going to feature the whole family of Oikos products, Oikos Triple Zero, Oikos Pro, and Oikos Blended. And our Super Bowl spot is part of a much broader, fully integrated 360 activation that includes TV, social, earned, owned, as well as in-store activation with approximately 8,000 displays across retailers nationwide. So we're really excited about the full set of activities to go all in on game day, with the Sanders family at the center of it. And one of the reasons we're so excited to continue working with Coach Prime, or Deion Sanders, and his family, is because we really wanted to build on the success of our game day campaign in 2022, where we also worked with Coach Prime and had a focus on dad strength. The spot last year featured Deion and his son Shador competing in household feats of strength to see who's the strongest. This year, we wanted to come back bigger and expand the focus beyond just father and son to a broader set of the Sanders family, featuring them in a friendly family competition of one-upmanship to see who the strongest Sanders is. And what we love about the device of the family is that it's a great vehicle to showcase the diverse family of products we have in Oikos. So Oikos Triple Zero, Oikos Pro, and Oikos Blended are all high protein Greek yogurts that can serve every kind of strength for every Sanders family member competing in this strength competition on game day. So we're sticking with this device of the family and really excited to work with Coach Prime and the broader Sanders family to bring to life our whole portfolio of Oikos.
I'm excited to see it. I'm going to definitely be watching that game. So, I'll be
Awesome.
checking out that ad. So, the ads are sometimes the best part of the game. So, we'll try
I
that.
agree. Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, great. Now, I wanted to ask you also about the the ad though is obviously you're promoting healthy items. I mean, I think that's clear. So it's not usually a general staple of the big game though. I mean, for lack of better term, I mean, it's usually kind of more unhealthy items are promoted
Mhm.
during the event. Chips or dips or,
Sure.
beef or, lots of other things. There's nothing wrong with that, of course, but it's not really, they're not considered healthy items, and they're probably looking to attract a consumer that may not be looking to eat that, and they might not be eating that during the game. So, well,
Mhm.
what made you think about a healthy ad? I mean, how did you think that would work, and why did you decide upon that and promoting it during the game?
Yeah, no, thanks for asking. One of the things that we've intended to do on Oikos with our game day activations for the past 3 years is really help challenge the perception of healthy eating, and particularly yogurt, as frankly boring. We did a little bit of research a few years ago that showed that consumers, and particularly younger millennials, frankly perceived yogurt as a rather boring category. And they couldn't see a brand that they identified as relevant or for somebody like them. And we really took that finding to heart and wanted to reframe and reposition Oikos as a healthier snack offering, but with a tonality of humor and fun and a little bit of swagger. And we hope that through 3 years, and we're going now on to our fourth year of game day activation, we're starting to chip away at that perception of healthy eating and specifically yogurt as boring by bringing that tonality of fun and that entertainment value to our game day spot, to challenge that perception. And I would say I think it's starting to work because for each of the last 3 years, Oikos has seen double-digit sales lifts in the weeks when we turn on media surrounding our game day campaign. So I think the evidence of successfully exciting consumers about the yogurt category and challenging that perception is starting to show up in our sales results and in who we're starting to recruit through the Oikos brand. I'd also just add that, game day is a really big stage, perhaps one of the biggest, and one of the few moments when consumers actually tune in to want to watch your ads. But they're also tuning in to watch really strong people compete. And so for Oikos specifically, it's a very culturally relevant stage or moment for us to show up because our whole brand is built on the benefit of protein and the strength that that ladders up to. So a Sanders family spot where people are competing in feats of strength feels really appropriate and culturally relevant for a game day spot. So we think the fit between Oikos and game day is a really good one, and the sales lifts seem to be proving that out for us.
Wow, that's really great to hear, and congratulations on that. And by the way, I want you to know that the editor of Dairy Foods, and I'm sure all dairy processors watching this, do not find yogurt boring. I just want you to know
That's
that.
good to know. I appreciate that.
I,
That's really good to know.
I just wanted to make sure you're aware of that. You know
Thank
that.
you. I appreciate that, Brian.
but, uh, but no, all kidding aside, can you tell us some more about the health benefits Oikos provides?
Yeah, sure. So, as I mentioned, Oikos is really anchored in high quality, high protein. So, all of our Oikos ranges from Oikos blended with 13 grams of protein to Oikos triple zero with 15 grams of protein, and Oikos Pro, the most recent addition to the family, with 20 grams of protein, are really a source for consumers of healthy, high quality, high protein. In addition, we have health benefits that vary by each of those product lines. So, for example, Oikos Triple Zero, which by the way is the number one high protein Greek yogurt and was the pioneer when we launched it as the first high protein in 2015, has the added benefits of zero added sugar, zero artificial sweeteners, and zero fat, and is really designed to serve that consumer who's seeking not just high protein but is also looking for lower levels of sugar and zero fat. In addition, Oikos Pro has the 20 grams of high quality, high protein, but also all 9 essential amino acids and vitamin D and calcium to help build strong bones. And what's really important about providing these healthy benefits is that more broadly, Danone is on a mission of health through food. That's actually part of our stated corporate bylaw. And so the Danone set of products and innovations that we've been launching are really part of that broader mission of health through food. So we're incredibly proud of the health benefits that the Oikos ranges provide, starting with high quality, high protein, but extending into some of the other health benefits I just mentioned.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay. Lastly, I wanted to get beyond, while I have you, I'll have an expert
Sure.
to get beyond the big games just for a second and ask you about the trends you're seeing in Greek yogurt and what are you seeing now and what might you see in the future when it comes to Greek yogurt?
Yeah, that's a great question, Brian. I think there's three key things that we've been seeing that are helping drive the growth that we're seeing in the Greek segment, and that I think are going to continue for the next couple of years. And the first is high protein, right? we know the total food and beverage protein segment is about 2.6 billion and grew about 9% in 2022 versus 2021. So it's an attractive and sizable space with real growth potential. However, in Greek yogurt, what we call the advanced protein segment is experiencing even more accelerated growth than total food and beverage high protein. Last year, that advanced high protein segment within Greek yogurt grew 57% versus year ago. And we think Oikos is really well positioned to drive and lead that growth because we are the pioneer and number one high protein yogurt. And what's driving that growth rate is that Americans are continuing to seek high quality, high protein benefits. And I think that they increasingly recognize dairy-based foods like Greek protein and Greek yogurt as a credible source of high quality, high protein. So I expect that we'll continue to see robust growth in that advanced high protein Greek segment. I think a second real trend is around low and zero sugar, right? We've been seeing that for a few years, and I expect that to continue. And I think we've really benefited from that, right? We launched Too Good as a low sugar yogurt with 2 grams of sugar in 2019. And we ended last year as a $227 million brand on Too Good. So that ride and that wave of growth is something that we hope to continue to drive and be part of, particularly with the launch of Light and Fit Zero Sugar last year, as well as with the continued growth of Too Good. And then finally, I think the last really big trend in yogurt, particularly affecting our Greek brands that we're excited about, is adult yogurt drinks. I think post-pandemic, as consumers resume going to work, going to school, going on outings, they're increasingly seeking products that meet their on-the-go lifestyle. And I think they're continuing to look for healthy, high quality, nutritious, portable, convenient options. And yogurt drinks, I think, are a great fit for that consumer who's busy, who wants to grab and go something healthy and nutritious and filling at breakfast. They can grab a Too Good smoothie, for example, which we just launched last October, or they can grab a drink for a snack or for pre and post workout occasions. And so I think the versatility of the drink format as a really convenient one can serve so many different consumer needs. So we're really excited about innovation we have coming that can serve all of those needs and occasions in that drink format. And I expect to see that growth continue.
Wow, that's great. It's great to hear about everything, and especially the drinkables is really interesting. And I know the Too Good has been growing tremendously. And one thing I've been really seeing in everyone, all the processors I've been speaking to, is this health trend that you brought up is not going away just because the pandemic is hopefully going away. So that was something for a lot of people. It started during the pandemic, but they're keeping these healthy lifestyles. So I think that's a great thing for not only Danone but the entire dairy industry. So I'm really pleased to hear about that. So that's great news.
I
Um,
think that's right, Brian. I think there's a new normal around consumer awareness of health and wellness and the role food and diet and exercise play in your health. And so I think that that's a new normal that the pandemic helped establish. And I think you're right. I think Danone, with our mission of health through food, stands to benefit, but I think more broadly the category does too.
yeah, great. Well, that's great news for the entire dairy industry, and I thank you for joining me. I'm I'm looking forward to the big game now even more than ever. Just thinking about it, I'm thinking about watching the game. So thank you, and hopefully the viewers will be as well when they see this. And I'm looking forward to the ad. So
We're
great
looking
stuff.
forward to it too. And thank you for the opportunity. It was fun to chat with you, Brian.
Oh, you got it. Thank you.